This time on Critter Companions.
Hey everybody, today we're down at Last Chance Ranch and we're going to learn some tips and tricks on how to care for and properly groom your horse. So come meet your friends on Critter Companions.
It's Critter Companions. Come meet your friends on Critter Companions.
Hey there! Do you know what type of an animal leaves its baby alone for most of the day? Stay tuned to find out.
Hi, I'm Nate and we're here at the Last Chance Ranch talking to Suki about this guy. Now, who is this guy?
This is Cody. He's about 12 years old. He's a quarter horse paint cross. He's been here for about a year, and he is used for the lesson program right now.
Okay.
He's a very nice fellow. He is, however, blind in this eye, so he can't see at all on this side.
Oh, wow.
But it doesn't affect him being a normal horse and being used for lessons. He doesn't see things coming on this side sometimes.
Okay. And what's some tips and tricks you can give us on how to do proper grooming?
Proper grooming, well, just a rough overview of grooming is you would start at the head. You would use a softer brush than this on the face. Some horses don't mind it, but around their eyes and things. You would start with a curry comb, which you use in a circular motion all over their body. And this will reach down through the hairs and get any crusted dirt out. You go over the entire body this way, legs, feet, both sides of the legs. You especially want to clean where the saddle goes, because if there's anything there and you put the saddle on it and then sit on the saddle, the weight could make a very bad saddle sore. You would want to clean here, which is where the girth goes that holds the saddle on. And after the curry comb, you would take a stiff brush and brush all the dirt that you've stirred up off of him. And again, go over, so you basically go over the horse at least twice in its entirety. And then the last thing you would do is you would want to pick out the bottoms of his feet with a hoof pick and scrape out any, see there's a rock there? Any dirt that's in the bottom of their foot, just clean it out like that. And you do all 4 feet. And you should do that when you get off as well, in case he picks up a rock while you're riding him, whether it's in an arena or out on a trail ride.
Now, how often do you usually groom a horse?
Every time before and after you ride. After I ride him, if he gets a little sweaty, I might sponge him off with some water and a sponge. Especially down here, this part will get sweaty. You just don't want to leave the salts and things from his sweat on his body. They don't have to be groomed every day, but they should be looked at every day to make sure that they haven't cut themselves out in the pasture or gotten a swelling or rolled on their backs and gotten a stone or something. They need to be checked every day when they're kept domestically.
Okay. Now, is there any common mistakes people make when they first start trying to groom a horse?
You have to learn how to feel your horse's leg and understand how it's supposed to feel, so that when you're grooming, if something doesn't feel like it used to yesterday, you can have that taken, looked at. You don't want to use a stiff brush on the eyes, because it could poke him in the eyes and cause an infection. The nose is, in this area, is very, very soft, tender skin. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. And you want to use a softer brush. If it doesn't feel nice on your face, it's not going to feel nice on his either.
So they have sensitive skin.
They may weigh 1,000 pounds and be big and strong, but they can feel a fly land on them.
Now, does Last Chance Ranch offer any classes on how to take care of horses?
Yes, they do.
Now, how would you get involved in something like that?
Well, you would call up Last Chance Ranch or look at their website, and there's a place to sign up to volunteer on the website. You can come on in and learn about taking care of horses, goats, sheep, cows,
Wow.
Short of elephants, we've got it all. We've even got a camel.
Suki, thank you so much for showing us Cody here and showing us a little bit about grooming. Guys at home, if you want to adopt, volunteer, or donate, please contact the Last Chance Ranch. And if you care about animals at all, please share this video. For Critter Companions, I'm Nate Hall.
Critter Companions. Coming up next on Critter Companions.
All right, so we're back and we're with Chris with Logan's Heroes again today. Chris, I'm sure you guys end up with horses that unfortunately people don't know when buying them what they're actually getting into. So can you tell us a little bit about, when you're gonna look into buying a horse or maybe adopt one? What are the kind of things you're looking into in the long run?
Well, horses are unfortunately very expensive. So if you're looking to bring a horse into your home, make sure you do your homework, do your research. If you have enough property, it's actually cheaper to keep the horse on your property. You want to figure about 1 acre per horse when you're looking at a full-size horse. If you have minis or something like that, obviously you can't ride them, but you can do other things like teach them to drive and do some fun interactive things with even miniature horses. The average cost to care for a horse without any medical issues and on your own property, you're probably looking at about $200 a month for feed and veterinary care. It's really important to keep up with vaccines. Horses do need to see a farrier about every 6 to 8 weeks, depending on their foot growth and things like that. So some horses do need to have shoes, so that's another extra added expense.
So their hooves actually grow?
Their hooves actually grow, they're constantly growing.
Oh, okay, is that why we have horseshoes then?
That's why we have horseshoes.
And you were saying horses have a fairly long lifespan. There's one more thing to think about when getting one?
Yes, a lot of people want to get horses younger because they think that they're going to have them longer, but you are going to have your horse for a long time. We have Muriel here. She was just born April 26th of this year. Horses can live up to 40 years. So the average life expectancy for a regular sized horse is 40 years. Minis can live longer with proper care, up to 50 years. And obviously bigger horses, draft horses, have a little bit shorter life expectancy, more like 25 to 30.
If you're looking to get a horse, what would you suggest doing first?
Horses are actually, if you're looking to purchase a horse, I encourage everybody to check with your local rescues. Actually, SPCA's animal shelters do wind up getting a lot of horses, mostly due to the fact that people cannot afford the expense to care for them. So, keep that in mind if you're looking to go get a horse. There's actually a lot of great horses at rescues and shelters. These guys will be coming up for adoption once we get them evaluated. If anybody's interested in learning more or you want to volunteer, you can actually visit our website. It's lharinc.org, and we're always taking volunteers to help with the horses. It is, a commitment. They need care every day, holidays too. So if you want to come out and volunteer and help us take care of the horses, we're always welcome to that as well.
So what will people do to volunteer with the horses?
Actually, we are out here twice a day, every day, no matter what the weather, just to make sure that everybody gets fed, their water's clean, we clean their stalls, and then they also get attention. As you can see here, Muriel likes attention. And it's actually really important to spend time with your horses to help keep them socialized, and also so that they can realize that people are good. And right now, because we're doing so much with her because she's so young, we want to make sure that she becomes a great equine citizen and that she's very adoptable.
So now, Chris, what can people do to help you guys in saving and rescuing the horses here?
Well, as I said, horses are very expensive to care for. When we get horses in, a lot of times they're very underweight. They need special feed and vet care. So obviously, if you can help volunteer, if you can donate, even if you can't come out here to help, you can always donate on our website, come out and support our fundraisers. We have quite a few fundraisers that are going to be coming up in the fall.
You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we have a big fundraiser coming up in October. It's called Bark and Bacon. This is a new fundraiser for us. We're hoping to actually get a lot of people out here. We're going to have some food vendors, a couple of drink vendors, and what we're going to do is sell passports. You can buy a passport for you and your dog. We're going to have some dog treat vendors too. And you actually go around to all of our vendors and you get samples of a bacon dish for you and a bacon treat for your dog. It is actually scheduled to happen on Saturday, October 7th of this year.
All right, Chris, well, thank you very much for taking the time. And Muriel, thank you for hanging out with us today and being on camera and telling us some great information about horses. Stay tuned for the next segment up on Critter Companions. Thank you.
So Leah, what kind of an animal does leave its child alone for most of the day?
Well, as you can see here, that would be the white-tailed deer. She leaves her baby alone for about 23 out of 24 hours a day. They're too little to keep up with mom, so it's really important that she put them in a nice safe spot and leave them alone until it's time to come in and nurse.
This concludes our broadcasting day. We thank you for enjoying this PBR Productions video.